season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man is Myers.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
They'll be led out by the man who played his college ball in the city of Orlando, the rookie from UCF.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their second drive here to ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out. But boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
To throw, it's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Williams going to sneak it.
And he's going to be taken down at the line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Calhoun.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That's complete to Pierce.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Calhoun.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. They got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Myers, incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
brings up second.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a handoff to Henry. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Here's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Calhoun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan, and they've executed to perfection.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
34-yard line.
What is going on?
On the give, this is Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in its first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Pulled in at the... Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Throwing is Williams. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready to go.
Here's Williams. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the air, Williams. That's caught left side, Myers with it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And beyond the 20, they're not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got his man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And that is incomplete.
This is old Brandley members. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off the play fake. Calhoun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
16 yards. Results in a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Williams looking to do it himself. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Calhoun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Powering forward. And they'll get this down to the 10.
51 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
First down. Sets up 1st down and goal to go.
Henry is in for a touchdown.
Extra point out by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Achane gets it from the gun. Loose inside the 30.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
14 more yards. That's another 1st down. A gain of 14. Result is a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Our home team, 6. First Boswell
now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Williams looking to do it himself. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, Calhoun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To number 88, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 15. And a first
Ready up.
A toss left, Henry. Stiff-armed him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First carry for James Conner. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. He's going to have to shake out the Cowboys first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Henry again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves. Ever closer to the all-time record.
Next to score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their
6.
lead to 28.
Chris Boswell set
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Now, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll come to a loss of about 6, and now it breaks up 3rd.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Conner running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
And with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here now, a third down and 8. He'll keep it himself. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week.